Greetings and salutations. Welcome to our segment on Portswigger Web Security Academy. We are covering SQL Injection. This one will be focusing on union-based attack to determine the type of data the columns return. All right, as always, let's go ahead and click Access the Lab, and while that is loading, we'll come back and read the little synopsis here. The lab contains a SQL injection vulnerability in the product category filter. Again, so product category filter. The results from the query are returned in the application's response. So you can use a union attack to retrieve the data from other tables. To construct such an attack, you first need to determine the number of columns returned by the query, which we did in the previous video. You can do this using a technique you learned in a previous lab. Oh, there you go. The next step is to identify a column that is compatible with string data. The lab will provide a random value that you need to make appear within the query results. To solve the lab, perform a SQL injection union attack that returns an additional row containing the value provided. This technique helps you determine which columns are compatible with string data. All right. So with that, let's come up here. All right, now we'll go and click Tech GIFs. By doing so, it changes and filters what we see. At the very top, you'll see that filter _ categories equals Tech GIFs. And if you remember from previous, we're going to do our single quotation, and then we'll do like the, and we get the internal server error, which is what we're aiming for. Okay, so fantastic. Now we know there is SQL injection. The next step, we got to figure out how many columns there are, right? So if you remember, we started with something like this, which was, you can try, get the error again, go ahead and back that back up, back over here. Remember, back this up one more time, so it was the apostrophe union select null dash dash. Let's try again with comma and then another null. We'll copy, we'll paste that up here, and as we keep doing this, we'll keep getting errors until we don't get an error. And when we don't get an error, then we know how many columns are available. And remember, you can also use the order by to find out how many there is as well. All right, so let's try this again. Okay, perfect. As you can see, Tech GIFs and our little semicolon, union select, null, null, null. Now, how do we go about trying to figure out which one of these can actually input string data type, right? So come back over here, and so we know this is going to work. So now we need to try to change these for a string data type. So we're going to do apostrophe A apostrophe. So after doing that, we're going to come back over here, and we are going to put our new value in there. Doesn't work. Okay, let's go back. Then let's go ahead and change that back in there. Whoops. All right, so we're going to change this one to apostrophe A. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Put that back as null. So we're going to do union select, comma, apostrophe A, apostrophe, null, dash, dash. Okay, let's see if this works, shall we, guys? And, okay, so we can put string data, as you can see, right here in the middle column, second row, or second column, sorry. Which, you can see our A down here, right? And so it wants us to put the string up here. For me, it is DW3DSK. All right. I'll copy that. And we're going to find where we did our A earlier. I believe it's right here. And I'll input that. And there's our winner. So to make it a little easier to see, what we've done was where we had the A, we just place that in there. And that is how we solved the lab. So, all right, guys, congratulations. You could actually make that say anything, right? So let's go ahead and do a little fun, shall we? We can do something silly like this. Please comment. And look, it says please comment down there. So, all right, guys, hope you had a good time with this one. I thought it was kind of fun. And as you see, we are slowly building up our knowledge of SQL injection. You guys be safe, stay secure, and stay ethical. Keep learning.